Good morning, YouTube. It's finally time for us to review the Project $1 Million driving experience.
So are you recording all of the nefarious activities?
If you're new to the channel, my name is Dan, and behind me is a Ferrari 599 that our friend Austin, who owns Valtronic Designs, bought. And he basically asked the question, can you get a $1 million driving experience for $250,000 or less? Well, it's finally done. What all have we done to this thing? Well, we've done a lot. It actually needs a few more tiny little things before it actually goes out the door, but it's drivable, so we're gonna drive it. Let's walk around, we'll show you everything that's been done to it, we'll talk about it, and then of course, we need to hear this thing, and we need to go drive it because it has the Makina Motorworks manual transmission. So we partnered up with both Valtronic and Makina on this project, and we're proud to say it's awesome. Now, if you want something like this done to your car, reach out to us, sales@normalguysupercar.com, and we can do this or less than this or maybe even more than this. So we can convert the 599s to a manual, we can do the exhaust, all that sort of stuff. So reach out to us. Again, it's pretty awesome. Okay, so first of all, the color is just outstanding. In the daylight, it looks tremendous. We'll get it out there in the sunlight and you'll see it just is super, super pretty. Now, if you remember, this thing had those horrible wheels from the factory. My least favorite of all time wheels that Ferrari ever made. They look terrible. The ones I call the pentagram wheels, the Satan wheels. They look terrible. Well, these are the 599 GTO knockoffs. So they're obviously not original 599 GTOs, but they make the car look so much better. Now, along with those wheels, we also put in a KW coilover suspension kit, so we lowered the car quite a bit. Now, admittedly, we haven't had the time to do an alignment, so the alignment's going to track like crap, but this is the ride height that he wanted, and it looks awesome. This looks so much better. It's now sitting nice and close to the ground, and it just looks badass. Oh yeah, look at that. Now, of course, the exhaust. Well, we'll look under the car and I'll show you the exhaust and the manual transmission stuff, but here you go. You've got the Valtronic exhaust. I'm not sure what that puddle is. That is not from this car. That's some other, so ignore that. That's not a color of fluid that this car has. But yes, you've got the Valtronic exhaust with the gold tips, and you'll hear in a minute, it's pretty ridiculous sounding. Now, the one thing we haven't done yet is we haven't installed the stereo. So we're gonna put in a touchscreen stereo, a single DIN receiver. We still gotta do that, but that's the last thing. The other, of course, component is the Makina Motorworks manual conversion. So we've got 3 pedals and the gate. And yes, this is using shift rods, so it is very direct. So when you put your foot on the clutch and listen to that. Oh, I love that sound. Oh yeah. Well, yeah, let's take it out on the road and start it up. Okay, so you can see here is the gold-plated Valtronic exhaust. So that's all hooked up, and then up here we've got the gold Valtronic X-pipe, and then way up here we have the completely pain in the ass to install 6-into-1 Valtronic headers. So yes, you better look at it right there. Pain in the butt to install this stuff. Now, the other thing is, you can't really see it very well, but somewhere above like this general area is where the manual transmission stuff pokes through and comes all the way back to here. And here is the Makina Motorworks manual transmission conversion. So we're gonna be able to go bang some gears in this thing. It's gonna be fun. Okay, YouTube. Let's rock and roll. Alright, I need to put this in here. Okay, it's been a little while since I've done a 599 manual, but we'll see how we do. Now, if you remember in previous videos when I drove 599 manuals, they rev so fast that they're actually kind of a little bit challenging to drive. Can I tell it's kind of an untamed beast, ready to murder some people. That sound, okay, that was my only complaint with my 599 is I just never liked the sound. It just always was a little bit weird. This already sounds pretty impressive. And we've only hit 3,000 RPMs. Okay, well, we'll see. Okay. Starting to get the sound. Oh my god, the sound is insane! Listen to that! This is awesome! Oh my god. This is so cool! Engine mounts in this car need to be replaced, and unfortunately the engine mounts are not available anywhere in the world. They are just gone, so we can't replace them yet. So he needs to get those replaced at some point, because again, the engine vibration will actually move the torque tube and move all this stuff and cause some chattering. So it tends to happen in 3rd gear and in 5th gear. So if I go up to 5th gear, it's not too bad in 5th. Let's try back in 3rd. Yeah, it's a little bit. It's kind of, certain RPMs, certain harmonics, you get a little bit of the chatter, but it's actually very reasonable. Okay. Good lord, this thing sounds insane. Okay, well, we're gonna wake up everyone anywhere nearby, so here we go. This just sounds absolutely nuts. The driving experience of the manual V12 is so nice. It's so good. Now this is the thing about the 599 it is a very comfortable car. It is meant to be a GT car and it feels very comfortable. Now it doesn't have the super tight, you know, crazy sharp feeling that you get out of some of the mid-engine cars, but it does feel really good. That sound is just, it never gets old. Sounding Ferraris ever. That was the one problem with the 599. It just sounded so weird from the factory. Those 6 into 2 into 1 exhausts just sound so strange. You have to have the 6 into 1 headers. It's just absolutely critical in order to get any sort of reasonable sound out of this car. It sounds great at the lower RPMs too, which is really nice. Like the, you know, the more usable RPMs, 3 to 6,000, where you are more of the time, sounds wonderful. God, that sound. Straight up vicious animal. It's just so crazy. Holy crap. Just listen to that. When it echoes off the trees. It definitely needs the alignment. Once we get the alignment done, this thing will be near perfection. Because right now it's definitely trying to hunt and dart and stuff, and it's doing things that it doesn't, you know, like trying to go places I'm not trying to tell it to go. So it's really bad alignment, but you know, that's what happens when you lower the car. We just haven't had a chance to take it to an alignment shop. It sounds good at all RPMs. It drives wonderful. The shifting is so cool. I mean, come on. 6-speed gated V12. That does not suck at all. All right, here we go. Another run. My bad. with this car. I think I shall go listen to it some more. I just thought you guys would appreciate this. Now that I got the windows up and I'm kind of at cruising speed, listen to the transmission line. Sounds kind of like a F1 car or a race car. It's so cool. Okay. The sound is bonkers. That is so good sounding. Holy crap. Well, mission accomplished in my opinion. God damn. This is a hell of a car. And for under $250,000, I don't know. Yeah, well anyway, as I mentioned, we partnered with Machina on the conversion and Valvetronic on the exhaust. And this is Austin's car from Valvetronic, so he paid for the wheels and the suspension and stuff. And we just kind of put it in for him. And oh my lord, this is one crazy car. Austin, I think you're gonna like it, especially once it gets adjusted with the suspension and the alignment and stuff. It'll be pretty amazing. But wow, I think you guys, if you have a 599, yeah, you're gonna want that exhaust. Holy crap. Like, share, and subscribe, hit the notification bell. Check out Valvetronic and Machina. Links in the description below. And of course, if you want to get one of these conversions, reach out to us, sales@normalguysupercar.com. We can get you set up. Same thing with the exhaust. We sell that exhaust. We can install it for you, although admittedly, the installation of the exhaust on this is quite a challenge. But other than that, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for watching. We will see you in the next video. We're going to be doing some cool car stuff. You're going to want to stay tuned. It's going to be sweet.